A lot of people have it videoed.
What?
Childbirth, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because they give it round to all the like new to be mums.
What was the last thing you searched that you wouldn't want anyone to know about?
Oh, okay. I don't know if actually this is quite. I don't know if this is embarrassing or not.
Imagine if you could log on to his camera during a first date with Kendall Jenner
Yeah,
and be
that'd be-
like,
that'd be
right, what
insane.
does he do?
Insane.
And if he's got a routine, you could then adopt that and you could become the next Pete
But then
Davidson
you-
of dating.
But then you know for a fact that they'll know they're on camera and they'll act differently.
Hello and welcome to Not So Real.
Buongiorno.
Hello, my name is Jack.
My name is Lee.
And this is episode 24 of 25
24.
is coming
Do you know
to
24
an end.
is my lucky number.
Is it?
Know that?
Why?
Yeah, don't know. Just random. That and 13, you know.
Right, we're looking at a film today called The Circle.
The Circle.
There's been some confusion.
Sorry.
You thought I meant The Circle.
Yeah, so me and Jack have just been talking just before we come in. He was like, yeah, the film's good, you know, like I love this bit. And I was like, film? What? I thought... So, The Circle is also a TV show where they get, like, people sat down and they, like, have to work out if they're getting catfished or not. And I was like, oh, that's the whole idea of this episode, you know? And it wasn't.
No, because, I mean, last week we did The Truman Show. And that's fictional. So this week we're doing The Circle, which also, I would imagine, would also be fictional, but that is quite real.
Yeah, that is very real. Like it's very real life.
Which is probably why I thought you wouldn't need help discovering that it was the film one. Because it's non-fiction. When do we ever do...
I don't know.
When do we ever do non-fiction?
I just know it's on TV, and it threw my mind.
This is
away.
like me saying to you that we're gonna do I don't know, the London Fire back in the 1500s.
Sure.
Yeah.
We could definitely do.
Do you remember London Burnt Down? When did that one?
I remember that. Yeah, we could definitely do.
We could, or even like
There's a film about that somewhere.
today we're doing Henry VIII. Yeah,
Yeah, there's
'cause
definitely a
that
film out
happened.
there as well.
I'm sure
about
there
that.
is.
Yeah, see, like caught ya.
It would be
Sucker.
weird conversation though,
But
wouldn't it, for us to have?
Right, I was very wrong. Okay, but we are going to talk about The Circle. I know the film anyway, so it's good. It's easy breezy.
One of the worst films ever made.
Do you think?
Oh, 100%. Like nothing happens. Like I actually love the film for the concept and hate the film because it's dreadful.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's star-filled. Like you have Tom Hanks in the film.
Yeah.
You have Emma Watson in the film.
Yeah.
You have John Boyega in the film.
Back when no one knew who he was.
Exactly. Like this is like peak acting from him. You've also got Karen Gillan, who's also in the film as well.
She's
I think.
amazing.
Like that's 5 people that are just incredible acting in a film that you'd think that would be fucking great.
And it's one of those films that isn't superhero based.
No.
It isn't. So, you know, Tom Hanks is quite famously never a superhero.
No.
And Emma Watson, since Harry Potter, doesn't really do anything superhero-y.
No, not at all, really. Like, this is very divergent away from that. Like, you've got star-studded people in this film, and it's nothing to do with, like, the common superhero stuff.
So this is like a dystopian. So if you've not seen the film, it's about a girl called May, played by Emma Watson, who basically has her own Truman Show.
Yeah, she
But
does.
she knows she's being filmed. So she's part of a company called The Circle, and she starts...
Whoa, that's the name of the film.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
know.
Crazy, Jack. Whoa.
And basically, her parents are unwell, and the company look after her parents very, very well. And to say thank you, she embarks on the new project and new program called Sea Change, which is where she has to wear a camera that records everything, 24 hours, and there's cameras in her room, there's camera in her offices, where she works, wherever she goes, so everything about her is always being filmed so the public can see absolutely everything.
Which is wild, though. Like, there's a lot of stuff I wouldn't want people watching, I'm going to be honest.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, if I'm in my room, right, and I want to have a wank, right, I'm not letting people watch me, okay?
That was very abrupt. I thought you'd go about it in a really slow, slight way there, but you've just gone straight for the
No,
word
I'm
wank.
gonna. I'd look straight into the camera and be like,
If I'm having a wank, fuck off. Is what you're
"Hello,
saying.
you right?"
Do you know? Imagine if your parents were watching.
Oh, brother.
I mean, they can, so anyone can log on at any point and watch what you're doing. So, but what I didn't get is in the film. So, she realizes that she can't really have sex on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, she can, but
That's the thing. Like, you could potentially do it, but it's
it's at your own peril.
yeah, you're gonna
Because
get
that shit's going to
you
be
know.
on Twitter. Do you know what I mean?
Hashtag sex reveal, you know. Hashtag Lee Small Knob. Hashtag it only lasted 10 seconds. Hashtag
Loosely.
loosely, yeah. Hashtag Lee likes to be pit. What? Anyway,
Left-leaning Lee.
What?
Sorry, no.
I don't know what we're talking about now. Anyway, but do you get what I mean? Like, I think that's a very tough decision to call. Like, because I think it's a human thing to do. Having sex is like a natural thing.
Yeah.
You know.
People do it.
Yeah.
And it's.
People do it. You know. But yeah.
I've not seen it in real life before, but
Oh, you poor fella. But
I mean, I don't watch people have sex. It's a bit weird.
but you've been there, right?
Oh no, I have.
There we
I've
go,
been in the
then.
room
So
when it's been
you've
going
been
on,
sort of watching
obviously.
it then.
But
Just
I've
sort
never
of watching
like watched it in real life.
Well,
It's not on a
You
screen.
have. If you've been doing it and watching it at the same time. You don't fucking close your eyes.
No,
do you?
but I mean, sort of. Sometimes.
Where am I?
That ain't that big. Jesus.
Oh my god! But what I'm saying is, yeah, I feel like
It takes that away from you like that, really quick.
Something like that, like I think is natural, like in a relationship or just like, you know, if you want to have fun, like you can't do that, at all, because you're going to be watched, and especially if you know family members are watching, or like, you know, you don't want your mum to figure out
I'd
that you're
hope
taking
she'd
a girl
log
back
off.
upstairs.
I
You know?
know. I'd really hope my mum would log off before, because
Oh.
I hope she'd sense it coming and switch.
Would you have that conversation with her and tell her to turn it off? Would you be like, look,
If she
I'm
hadn't
not gonna lie,
figured
can you
that-
turn that off? Because I'm going upstairs to, like, you know. The old
I
devil's
think, see,
tangle.
I think it's only live stream, so I think you'd have to start getting a bit sexy, and then quickly go, let me just text mum, because she needs to know it's gonna happen and she can't be watching. Then you have to stop everything and like text the group chat, guys, lads, if you're on the stream, turn off the stream. Thanks. But then you'll then like if someone wants to watch, let's say you've got a weird sibling that's down for that, they then know they can log on and watch you, you know, fondle your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your partner.
It's a bit fucked up, isn't it?
It's a tiny weeny bit.
For that side, yes, very much so. But if you're doing anything wrong or like I don't know, crime, you wouldn't get away with it.
Okay, so
it's all on camera.
Here's what I separated it out into like what it would be good for and what it would take away from me, right? Because it all started in the film. For her, it was a good idea because she had a kayaking accident at night, and the Coast Guard immediately knew about it because the sea change cameras were there,
Yeah.
and reported it. And
Yeah,
someone was
yeah.
watching the cameras and went, doesn't look good. And
They
then
went, oh no, Emma Watson! And then they dive straight in.
and then they get her and she's safe.
Yeah.
And then she starts wearing the cameras because of that. That's like part of the decision that she makes, one of the events that puts her into that kind of situation. And I thought, right, there's got to be two things here. What would it be good for? And what would it take away from me? The first thing, obviously, was accidents and emergencies like she was in. If you have a really bad accident...
Oh, for sure. Like, if you're in a car accident, let's just say you're on, I don't know...
The M25.
not the M25, because there's going to be people there. Let's just say a country road.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? You're down a country road, right? There's a lorry coming down the other side or something. You're maybe being a bit stupid and going a bit too fast.
Which you shouldn't do.
You should not do, and you haven't got anyone probably around you for miles. You crash a car, it flips over or something, and you need emergency services. They can see that. Bam. They're coming.
And then it could save a life.
You could say, yeah,
Because you can
save
get
your
there
life.
so quick.
Because other than that, then, you know, no one knows you're around and no one's seen it, and then you're dead. So that would save your life.
And then I thought...
So that is kind of a good point.
But
you know?
it's a very, very good point, which I think is something to make everyone aware of. You listening right now? It's a very good point.
It stops crime as well. Like, I genuinely will say this to you. A good point is that You can't get away with doing anything like that.
Because you are being filmed.
Yeah, you are. Because then you'd be a bit like, you know when people are like, oh, I'm going to steal that. So they like look left and right and then they go, mine. They're not going to do that, are they?
No, because you know that your face has been clocked somewhere.
Yep.
There's probably one camera in the store, and then before you know it, someone already on the cameras is watching you nick something. The police are going to be there in about 10 seconds' time with your name and your number and everything else
They've
about
got everything
you.
all like that, yeah. So
And if you've got your own camera on you, they're going to see it from your first-person perspective.
They use that in court, you're done.
Exactly.
Easy.
I thought tracking and locating as well.
No.
Again, if you've got like a mass murderer who's escaped prison.
For sure. Like, I think as well, like with this too, I think it would really dial down like having to use a police force, really. If you think about it.
It would, actually.
Because
But apart from you would need people to go and like
don't get me
apprehend
wrong,
someone.
yeah, like you would, but then you wouldn't need really like if everyone had a camera, you really would not need crime investigators, really, would you?
You would need detectives.
Yeah, no,
Because you would-
that's what I mean. Like, what have they got to detect? They can fucking see the footage.
someone's job would still be to report that as
Oh,
a thing.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
They'll be
all-
like,
yeah.
you're a footage detective. You sit here and you watch basically what are films,
My name is Jack McClane, FD, footage detective.
and it's like watching kids.
Yeah.
It's like watching uni films and telling everyone what happened.
Yeah.
I think it would be great for entertainment, though.
Oh, okay. Go on, explain.
Well, I often think Kim Kardashian. What's she really getting up to? What are the chats she's having with Kendall? What gossip is there?
Because
Who is she dating right now?
Most of the time,
And
they are actually on camera.
Yeah, but why on earth did she date Pete Davidson? There's no big story about that, but I guarantee you now, her mum knows and her dad knows. So, she had a camera on, and it was the day of their breakup. I would 100% watch that.
Yeah, he is quite funny.
He
to
is
be
very
fair.
funny.
So he does it. I don't know how he does it, but he does.
But would you not be intrigued by seeing someone's like behind the
Knowing
scenes?
how Pete Davidson does it, because he's dated like
Exactly.
five
Right, so
supermodels.
imagine
Pete,
if you
can
could
you tell us a secret? Cheers.
imagine if you could log on to his camera during a first date with Kendall Jenner
Yeah,
and be
that'd
like,
be
right, what
insane.
does he do?
Insane.
And if he's got a routine, you could then adopt that and you could become the next Pete
But then
Davidson
you-
of dating.
But then you know for a fact that they'll know they're on camera and they'll act differently.
But they don't know who's watching. If everyone was on camera, do you reckon you'd forget about it?
Oh.
'Cause if you had a camera now and I had a
I
camera
wouldn't,
now,
because the people that probably would be watching my camera are who are close to me, and probably I wouldn't want seeing certain stuff. Do you get what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want, like, if I was doing something like I would ever do this if you actually know me. I don't skateboard or anything, but imagine if I was doing like a dangerous trick or something or whatever, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't do that. I told my mates I wouldn't do it, and then I was going to do it, and they'd be like, oh, he's a stupid fuck, he's doing that. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
what's those stuff you want to keep secret?
Yeah, like if I said that I wasn't going to do, like, especially like my parents as well. Like if I said, oh no, like I'm just going to go do this, and then I go out and go to a nightclub or something.
You're just lying to their faces,
I'm only
though.
going to go to the pub for a few hours, and I'm in brush like, you know. So
I always lie that I can't give people lifts. That's my greatest lying technique
that's
ever.
what I mean. You're like in the car driving, and then you're on live stream, and they're like, "Where are you?" They check your live stream. They know where you are, and then you could be like, "Oh no, mate, I'm not driving," and then they're like, "Well, yes, you are, mate. I can see you in the fucking live stream." Hey.
Have you had that Live 360 app?
Yes, I do have it.
Right. Who tracks you?
I got my brother on there. I got my other mate Sam on there as well, and I think that's about it. It's only them two.
Right. That caused me a massive issue about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Go on, explain.
So, very childish. You're going to love it.
Oh, I love this. I love stories like this.
My mum's cooking went south of great.
Would you like what was south of great? So
Just-
that
it-
means it was less than it was like utterly awful. Was it?
It was disgusting.
like bad.
It was bad.
Like bad.
Bad,
like,
bad.
Like really bad.
And this is not sexism. She literally was the first one home from work at 3. We all finished about 6 or 7, and we'd be home about the same time. And she'd want to eat straight away.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to wait for us to get home to cook. So she was cooking, and she was falling out of love with cooking, right? So often,
It happens.
me and Sean would get home, my older brother, and we'd eat food that, you know, it's food, it's fuel, do the job, but it isn't amazing. One night, they went out, mum and dad, and we've gotten home, and mum said, right, there's food on the side for you, and it's like, literally just peas, chicken, pasta, all plain.
Mm.
And so on this, we know we're being tracked by this Life 360. She can see that we're home. Now, she loves a little track. She loves a little knowing about where we are.
Yeah.
And I've
So
said...
on the way home, did you stop?
No, because I was already at home when I realised what the food was. I didn't
Okay,
anticipate
here we go.
what the food was going to be.
Mm.
So one night, she still doesn't know this. The food was like, we were not fancying it.
Yeah.
So we decided we were going to go to KFC and get dinner. We have a lot of problems here, right? So one, our phones are being tracked. So they cannot leave the house.
But why can't you just turn it off? Turn the location services off.
2, there's cameras all around the house. And when you leave, you're caught on camera.
Oh.
3, we have a Ring doorbell. 4, we have a gate. Right?
Oh.
So there's no way to make a quick exit. And
Jesus,
our
this
cameras,
is like a heist plan.
our cameras are replayable. So you can scroll back and you can see where motion was and you can see where movement was. So we turn off our Life 360s. First move.
Yeah, good, yeah.
We then got dressed as if we were going to go towards the gym. Okay?
Nice.
And we put the food we didn't want on the side in a black bag and put it in a gym bag. Filled up bottles of water for props. Got in the car. Drove towards the gym until we were outside of the cameras. Did a U-turn and drove around the house and went to Mackey's and got dinner. Now, that isn't a bad lie.
Oh, no.
We were actually trying to be very conservative of her feelings
Jesus Christ.
by not telling her.
You should have started playing the Mission Impossible music as well. Like that's an actual mission.
And my mum listens to this podcast, and she will hear this at some point. So I'm going to say sorry now.
Yeah, you should.
And also, Mother, it was about 2017. So don't worry. Your cooking now is beautiful. And
I was going to say, yeah, like
it is amazing. The meals she cooks now are fantastic.
you have to say that or you're a dead man.
Oh no, they are beautiful. We had like this Mexican pasta dish the other day, and I was like back for 5th or 6th. But I didn't lie. It wasn't a bad lie. We did go to the gym. We actually went past it about 30 miles an hour.
Technically, you were there.
We were there for a brief second,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then
You were like in the vicinity.
but we were trying to like save her feeling bad. You know what I mean? 'Cause otherwise, she would have gone.
I don't.
Did he more cooking?
At the end of the day, obviously, your mum's not going to be happy with that.
No, really not.
At the end of the day, you've done it a few years ago. It might be all right now. It's for a good cause.
But if she was watching at the time, do you reckon that would have been bad?
yeah.
To see us like putting the food in the bin.
Yeah, I could just imagine the live stream of her just being like, I'm so happy that I've cooked this dinner for my children. And then she just looks and she's like, oh, I wonder if they're getting some gains in at the gym. And there's just you with a fucking KFC or a Macca's like...
So we're sitting there like, oh, so much better than what we were going to have, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, the sound's on as well.
Yeah, the sound's on. Better than that dry chicken.
I don't think you'd be here. I think you'd be a dead man.
Yeah, I reckon I would be as well.
Yeah.
I'd have got in so much trouble for that. Like, I'm actually I'm glad we're not tracked like that, which is why I'm kind of against this. But my second list of things it would take away from me,
Go on.
it's most of my life.
Yeah.
Gossiping. I couldn't do that anymore. I'm a good gossip. We could have a good gossip now and we'd be in it. But I'm a bad gossip because I love a gossip. But if I had a camera on me, I wouldn't want to exchange any kind of things you shouldn't know about people.
The thing is, with gossip, it's like if you got gossip and you want to tell your friends. Like if I was like, oh my god, I found out this gossip and I was going to tell you. It's like between me and you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like,
private. It's private gossip.
It's a private conversation that I wouldn't want anybody to know. It could be with anything private-wise. Like, for example, I could tell you something personal about, I don't know, I'm going to make up something random. I don't know, imagine if I had a dodgy foot or something. Or I'd done something to my toe or something and I felt really embarrassed about it, right? I would go, Jack, like, I'm going to tell you because you're like, you know, you're my best mate, like, I've done this to my toe, blah, 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 it really hurts, blah, blah, blah. And I felt really embarrassed about it. Everyone would be able to hear our conversation, which is insane, because especially you wouldn't want like everybody knowing about that. Anything like that, like gossip, private conversations, out the window. Like I couldn't go to you, oh, I heard about this, by the way, because they were doing this. And then you would be like, you shouldn't have said that because now everybody knows.
You said to me the other day, you love gossip about the people at work.
Yeah.
Yeah? Can you imagine if you were in the middle of a right rant about someone
That's what I mean.
and you're full flowing?
Imagine I was like full on flying about someone at work and I was like, they're fucking doing this and they're doing that. And then I go back to work next day and I'm like, hi!
How are you? How's your life?
You would lose your job. You would, if you would.
You'd get hit in the face.
You could not say anything bad about your boss either.
Yeah, you actually can't be negative about any. If you had a camera on you at all times, you couldn't be negative about anyone.
No, not
for
at all.
the fear of them listening to you being negative about them, because then you are just gossiping, and that makes like if you were being gossiped about, and you just stumbled along your friend's Instagram live feed that was now 24/7, and he's a prick, isn't he? Oh my god, look at him. I can't believe he did that to his girlfriend. Like, literally, why did he fart on her face? Like, and you were serious about it, and there was a massive discussion in your life.
Yeah.
You'd be like, this needs to stop.
It's
like,
even
stop.
as well, like, for example, if I told you something, I'd end up finding out if you told somebody else, because I'd be watching your feed, telling somebody else something.
Exactly.
I told
Oh my god! You imagine me relaying your goss to somebody
That's
else.
what I mean. You'd be
as
like,
another goss.
I heard from Lee that he's got a small wiener, and then I'll be like, I told Jack that in private, and then I'm fucked, aren't I?
Oh.
Then the whole world knows.
Yeah, then that's all your
They
good
all know
nights
now.
out gone.
But that's what I mean. I think stuff like that I think is important. Having your privacy to have private conversations, like
even something quite morbid, like
even in
your
the film
family
with Emma and the other dude that she was like sort of talking to, and they were having an argument.
Yeah, well, she had an argument with her parents.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
went viral, and then her parents kind of like stepped away from their relationship because they were like, we can't have this intensity on our family.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You got to think how many of those, how many family arguments do you have that because it's your family, you know that it's going to be fine, but if somebody else is watching, and the effect that then has on your family, is like tenfold, because it's then like open to the public. It's then like Kardashianized.
It's because it's then a lot of people nowadays love to judge and love to be like, oh my god, that's really bad, blah blah blah, this and that. And at the end of the day, they'll see something. It could be a mild argument between two people or something, and they'll think, oh my god, that's like so bad, that person deserves to be like really punished and stuff, like, or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, things can get out of hand by other people like watching into certain situations, which is crazy. But at the same time, it could help if, like, let's just say, like, domestic abuse could obviously
committing crime
that could be solved,
so you could see unhealthy relationships.
Yeah, you could see that, but then again, like,
because most people don't actually talk about it.
But then again, talk about like relationships and stuff. Like, you could have an argument with, okay, let's just say your other half. You could have an argument and be like, oh, blah blah blah, this and that. You could have other people watching it, and then you could have people message you being like, oh, you're so wrong. Or, oh, you're so right, actually.
People getting involved.
Yeah, like getting involved in your relationship. And you're like, what the fuck? Why the fuck are you watching me argue? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and people can be like, either have a go at you, make you feel like shit, or they'd be sitting there going, oh, I think you're right, or this and that, and getting involved in something that's between two people.
And then it becomes much bigger, and you end up with this massive beast of an argument that involves so many people. On the counter side, would it be good for relationships, because some people don't always understand that you're not busy all the time, and those boring nights are a thing. So if I saw, say I was getting insecure and being like, oh my god, we don't do anything as a couple, me and my girlfriend just sit indoors and do fuck all, and then I saw on somebody else's feed them doing exactly that, I'd be like, oh, it's normal.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just like,
but that is normal.
It's a bit of an education as well. Instead of it just being like, oh my god, arguments and stuff. As a positive, you could understand that relationships on all levels are not always like the most exciting thing of your day.
And as well, like I always think as well, like if young people coming into, I don't know, new relationships and stuff, and seeing people, you know, just chilling out or doing this or doing that, and they're doing that in their relationship, it might go to them, oh, do you know what, that's what I should do when I'm with somebody. And it's like sort of like you just said, it's a bit of a lesson really, seeing people like you're just chilling out. You don't have to do loads of things all the time. I didn't know that when I was younger. When I was going to say, like, I've went on a few dates or doing whatever, thinking and dating certain people, thinking, oh yeah, you've got to go out and you've got to do this all the time. You don't have to do that at all. Like, you could just sit in and have movie nights and just chill out. You don't have to be like trying to go out every fucking weekend and do whatever.
It's not always constant conversation either. Like there's silent patches, there's bits where you don't talk a lot, and I think that's like something you're not taught, and you only learn by watching. So it could be great for that.
It stops cheating as well.
It does stop
Hands
cheating.
down, like
it would stop cheating.
For example, if you text someone was like, "Where are you?" and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm just in bed, like chilling out," and they're actually like, you can see on their feed, they're actually like in a nightclub next to like 7 boys, like, yeah, and you know what I mean? Yeah, you kind of know they're lying.
Yeah. Where would you have to put the camera then? Would it be in the forehead so you could see what they're doing?
Oh no,
because then fringes would get in the way.
What like a stone in the middle of your head?
Yeah, like
like that rapper that has like a stone in his head.
Little Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
With a little one of them.
Oh
I reckon it has to be on your nose. You know, there's
God.
little like fishbowl cameras that you can see the whole world around you.
The thing is, there's no way people would like just rip off the camera and break it. Do you get what I mean? Like,
it would hurt though. What if you ripped it off, you died?
Oh my God! Oh, yeah, imagine.
So it's like woven into your brain.
Oh my God! Yeah, that'd be.
But then people could kill you by hitting your camera.
Oh my God!
So it could be a little bit too dangerous.
Imagine just like someone just for example, you just accidentally walk into something and it breaks the camera and it fucking damages your brain or something. That's it.
Okay, right. Let's not do that. We'll think of a better plan after the podcast.
What we do? Get a screen protector over it. There we go. Done. Get one of those glass screen protectors. Like, they do it with phones. Be
yeah,
right.
yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
It'll be fun.
Thinking about the sex topic.
Okay.
What if you could, instead of just getting rid of sex because these cameras are 24/7, why don't you have a little button on your phone that says like nighttime?
Okay, so like what you got on the phone was like a nighttime mode.
But it only lasts a certain amount of time.
Okay, so
It lasts like half an hour.
oh, that's more than enough time.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's more
But
than enough time.
it isn't enough. Like it isn't enough
20,
time.
That's 29 minutes and 45 seconds more than that.
That's free screen time, that isn't it?
So you'd want a thing where you'd switch it off for half an hour. Oh, that'd be so interesting as well because you could do anything in that half an hour.
Yeah, but it's only in that room, right?
Oh, so only in a certain room. So like they've got like a blocker in that room.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay.
So in that room you can turn it off. So you can't turn it off and commit crime because just that room sends out one signal, that one pulse.
Okay, so what if you go on your computer and you like go on the dark web and like order a hitman to kill somebody and you're in your room? What happens then?
Internet history would still be a thing.
Yeah, but what in that half an hour, you delete your history and then you order a hitman and they kill somebody and then you've done the crime.
I'm pretty sure if you searched up now, hitman, the government would be ringing you in 10 seconds.
Yeah, but what if you was in the dark web?
No, but it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty sure if you were trying to organise a hitman and you're a normal person trying to get onto the dark web, I reckon you'd have some agents in your back garden in about 10 seconds.
Fair enough. I wouldn't know how to do that. But I mean,
and also, you are just blocking out cameras. So imagine now you were ordering a hitman. It'd be the same thing.
Yeah, fair point.
If you now ordered a hitman, it's the same as the situation without cameras on you.
But no one would know that it was me because imagine if I like learnt lessons to get onto the dark web every half an hour of every day at night time, right? Then I learnt to get onto the dark web. I had some extra money, paid them in cash, right? And then got them to kill somebody, and then it'd be you doing a crime.
What if your laptop is synced up to the Circle server and they can search your search history every single time you search something? Because that's how the CIA work now.
That's fucked, man.
Because you can anything you search on your phone, people can get a record of. So I still think you'd be fucked without the cameras on.
Okay, fine, fair enough. I try to get round it.
No.
No.
But with half an hour and only turning off one room, if you leave the room, you're caught on camera still. So it doesn't
What
wipe
sort of
out.
sex are you having? Are you having it in different rooms?
Hey, look, sometimes you want to change the scenery, you can just move rooms. But I'm saying you choose a room, stay there.
I know your parents are downstairs, but I'm going to do it on the stairs anyway. If they come up, just don't worry about it, what?
Just, if you stay still, they can't see you.
I don't think that's how it works.
It is how it works.
It's not like a spider sort of thing. If you don't move, they won't move. Genuinely, like, you'd have to have something like that because... How do you have kids then? Do you get what I mean? Like, you're going to have sex to have kids?
Oh.
Understand what I'm saying?
When you're giving birth, is that on camera too?
Yeah, it's got to be.
What? You're so confident about that. Would you?
It's got to be. Like,
I don't really want my future wife to have that portrayed. I wouldn't want that to be portrayed.
A lot of people have it videoed.
What?
Childbirth, yeah.
What?
Yeah, because they give it round to all the like new to be mums and to experience
No.
what childbirth's like.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They have it filmed and they pass it around their friends like, hey, you've got this to come.
Yeah. To either prepare them or make them shit themselves.
Have you seen a video?
No, I haven't because I'm not pregnant.
Do you know someone who's got a video?
I don't. I just know that seems to be a thing that happened.
Who told you?
I don't know. I think I saw it on Friends once. But no, that is actually a thing. People do that. People do like tape it and stuff, and then people do watch it and stuff to get them prepared for childbirth. They have books and stuff.
How do you get prepared to shove that out of your vagina?
I don't really know, but
you're looking at a guy and you're like mentally accepting that's going to happen.
Right? For example, I think it's actually pretty good because if I had a kid and they were giving birth and stuff and they're watching my live feed of this all happening, right, and I just had like a son or a daughter, I'd turn around and whoever like who's not there can see what's happening. Do you know what I mean? If they're at work or they can't get, like for example, like some of my friends and stuff, if they're at work and shit, like they'd see that I've had my baby.
You'd want me to be able to log on, see your partner screaming in pain, telling you you're absolute effing S, squeezing your hand so tight it breaks your bones, blood everywhere, and potentially her pooing herself with a TV on and this warning in the background, and doctors going, come on, nearly there.
Yeah, why not? Be alright.
You think that would be fine?
I think it's more, I'd want the after recorded, with like the baby like being like showing the baby to people.
I'm still stunned that you think your wife would be down for this.
It's all part of the show.
If you asked your girlfriend now,
right,
would you mind?
We're not going to do that.
A few million people watching you give birth.
Turn the fucking camera off! I'm like, yes.
That'll be her words exactly, regardless of what situation she's in.
And I'm like, yes, dear. But okay, fine. But then there's a problem. If you're gonna watch, because I would want to watch it. I'd want to watch like my other half have like childbirth, and
you would probably be in the room.
I would be probably in the room. I would
So
say
you haven't got to worry.
So I hope that. But the thing is that I'm seeing what other people are seeing. So there's no way I wouldn't watch my child being born. So people will have to watch it.
Would you want to watch other people's children being born?
Absolutely fucking not.
So why are you're so confusing me right now. You want the option though. You're like, can I watch her squeeze baby out or not?
I'd want to wait until it's probably done or whatever, and then I'd look on the stream when the baby's born and see, like, for example, like if like for example my brother had a kid or something and it was like, you know, they've just like had a like baby and they've called it like Jeremy or something, I don't know.
You're gonna sit there with that button and just like guess when it's coming on or not.
I think I'd give it a couple of hours.
Log in. Log out. Log in. Log out. Log in. It's here. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I think maybe we need to
what are we like?
I have no idea.
Are we okay?
I love how we are talking about watching other women give birth.
But then this is what happens when you have
YouTube.
all cameras on you at all times.
I mean, look, let's just say I would want to black out that room from the internet.
Another thing as well, it really does like get rid of people being vloggers. Like being a vlogger is out the fucking window. really, realistically, because everyone would be a vlogger. If
Yeah, but
everyone's got cameras,
it's not for entertainment, is it? But I guess as well, you could do like a day in the life every
yeah,
day.
you would do that you'd just do that every day, and then you'd do things like differently every day. So like these YouTubers or whoever doing whatever, like the other, like you'd have to outdo yourself every day. It'd be like so like challenging for them. There'd be no rest for like people like that.
No, they have to be like on the ball all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But then I still think there'd be YouTube videos because it looks better. Like it'll always look better if it's filmed for that
don't get me wrong,
purpose.
I still feel like there would be that, but then at the same time, like a lot of people think YouTubers are fake, or they think they're like this or like that. You get to see how they actually are, you know. Like,
No, it's true.
And if you like, they might be like really nice. Like, let's just say, like, I don't know like actual people, but say Mr. Beast, right? He gives like millions doing this, doing that, and everything else. So imagine he's got like a live feed on, and he's actually like a right cock. You'd be fucked. Like you'd be like, oh, this is just a facade. What a great.
But don't you think they deserve that?
What do you mean?
Like they can have this.
They deserve for people to know what they're actually like.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do think so. But it ruins the idea of like, you know, good people doing YouTube and stuff. Doing good people out there giving out money to people.
If you're a good person to camera and shits people off camera, you shouldn't be on camera.
Fair point.
Because I mean, people make mistakes all the time. But if you're publicly like a good person and you're very genuine and you honestly mean no harm at all when you do anything,
Yeah.
and then off camera you're a dick to everyone, maybe you shouldn't be on the camera.
No, I think you're
Because if you're given a false facade.
I think you're completely right.
So actually, like, if Mr. Beast is a
Doing
dickhead,
us a favour, really.
yeah, because you're actually taking this person that we idolise out of idolisation because they're not who you thought that they were. So I'm fine with that. I'm more concerned for my own safety because people would know if your house was empty.
Oh my god,
If you go on holiday,
But then again, like if they know that someone's in somebody else's house and they're breaking in, right? You'd hear the audio and you'd hear everything else. There's no way that you'd get away with going into somebody's house and it wouldn't be reported as a crime on their video feed.
that is very true. But people would still do it, right?
Yeah, I don't know how they would, but they would probably try. They'd make it look like it's their house or something. Do you know what I mean? Like they'd make it look like if they're breaking into somewhere that they're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Until it looks suspicious.
Then there's no
But
reason to bring
at the same
anyone
time,
round.
if you found out who the guy was and then you did check his feed, you'd be able to see he's in your house. You'd know all the things in your house that he's doing or whatever.
Great for the insurance too. See whatever they nick.
Fucking fantastic.
Whatever they nick, you could see it
Helps
being
with
put in a
car
bag.
crashes too. Imagine you have a car crash. You can see what happens. So you're like, oh no, you crashed into me. No, you crashed into me. Check the footage. Actually, you crashed into him.
It's basically like a dash cam for a human being.
Unlucky. Yeah, basically.
If someone spent 24 hours with you, maybe let's say an entire week straight, what would they recognise about you that they may not have before?
I'm lazy.
I know that.
Yeah,
I haven't spent 24 hours with you in one single time.
Like, I am lazy, but at the same time, I'm like, I just got no energy ever. I feel like I eat loads of food.
You're a sloth.
Right. This is if you spend the whole week with me, you would realise that majorly 4 things. I talk too much. I'm lazy. I like to eat, and I shit all the time.
What's all the time?
I mean, like, I'll have at least like 2 or 3.
A day?
Sometimes.
What?
Depends what I'm doing. It's because it is really bad. I just eat loads of food and it just goes through me, and I'm like, shit time.
Do you like having a poo?
I wouldn't want someone watching me go for a poo. Let's just go for that. Imagine sitting there like, Taco Bell, and then it's just coming out. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want people seeing, like, as well. Like, I'd have to look down and wipe and stuff. So,
Oh my god.
I wouldn't want people looking at my shit or my ding dong while I'm shitting.
Would there be any good characteristics
What?
that someone would recognise about you? We've just gone for lazy, eat, talk, and shit.
Yeah, it's great. I think that's great for 4 things I feel like are great about me.
Okay, fair, nice, fair, okay.
I think so. I think I'm funny at times.
I think you're funny at times.
Thanks, man.
That's
Like,
all right.
You know, I take that sort of, you know. I can be semi-caring.
I
when I
like
want to
semi.
be.
Yeah.
Oh, bet you fucking do.
Yeah, semi-caring.
Yeah, semi-caring. I'll take that. That's like 2.
Okay, so we've got 2 good things, and the bad things are a lot of shitting.
No, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Your bowels must be dirty.
No, clearly I have good bowels because it comes out. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, but overuse is not always good.
Quick bowels. That's what they call me. That's what they call me. Quick bowels Lee. You know, they put me on the pitch and I'm Quick bowels Lee. Hey.
God.
Come on, Jack. Tell me.
Oh my God. They call me Quick Bowels.
They call me Quick bowels Lee. You see. I shit at least 5 times a day. Hey.
I reckon you recognise about me that I do not do mornings.
Oh yeah.
Like ever.
No, I agree. I don't do that either.
I do half conversations all the time. Like I just, if I've got to do something else, and someone starts talking to me, I'm like, oh, I can't multitask. I'll just be like, yeah, every now and then. You know what you do on the phone? So that's what I do in real life.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I eat a lot.
Oh,
Probably the same as you.
Yeah, good
I
man.
eat a lot. I do shit a lot.
Good
I
man.
also talk a lot of waff.
Quick bowels Jack.
Quick Bowels Jack is back in the room, and I'd say I'm quite sleepy. Gets to about 8:30 and I'm good to go.
That's what I mean. With the laziness I talk about, I mean, I could fucking nap any time of the day. Like,
Are we the same person?
I could nap right. We are the same person.
I just quoted back to you what I am.
This is the issue, Jack. This is why we've got this podcast.
We can't live together. We'd get nothing done.
To be fair, it actually would work because we'd nap at the same time. We'd alternate shitting. The toilet would be so bad. But that's what I mean. It would be fine. We'd nap at different times. We'd shit at different times. We'd have to just buy loads of food. Make sure we got loads of food in the fridge.
This sounds expensive.
It does, but it sounds like a great time.
What was the last thing you searched that you wouldn't want anyone to know about?
Oh, okay.
Get your
Shall
phone
I
out
have a
now.
look?
Get your phone out now.
I can actually tell you the last thing I searched.
Right, hold on a second. No, the last thing you searched that you wouldn't want anyone to know about.
Oh, okay. Okay, are you ready? I don't know if actually this is I don't know if this is embarrassing or not. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing. Okay, I got a couple things I can actually say. I got a couple of tabs open.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So, my first one is. Are you ready? I've got. What is in a quesadilla? That's like one of them because I was gonna get a quesadilla from Taco Bell. And I feel like that would have been embarrassing to...
Not know what was in a quesadilla?
I was with one of my friends, and I was like, I don't know what's in it. And they were like, I'm getting one. Why don't you get one? And I was like, yeah, hold the phone. So then I sort of like turned around, didn't want him to realise that I was typing in what is a quesadilla and what's actually inside it. Because I didn't want to seem uneducated by asking him what's in a quesadilla.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So
it's just cheese and meat, right?
I think so. Don't ask me, but I had one. It was kind of nice. I don't know what else was in there, but sure.
I've got one.
Okay.
Vajazzle.
Vajazzle.
I was just confirming to a friend that I knew exactly what it was because we were having an argument about...
No, vajazzle means this!
Because he thought that any artwork near the crotch area of a female was a vajazzle, and I said to him, no, it's got to contain glitter. And I was correct.
So... Wait, what? So if it's got glitter around it...
It's got to be like a glittery, sequiny piece. It can't just be like a drawing.
Okay, I see. That's... I don't know how to feel about that. You had an argument about it as well.
Yeah, well, with a guy too.
For fuck's sake.
And I was like, no, I know the female body better. And it was one of those weird arguments in the pub where you just feel like you're the least masculine person there.
Oh my God.
You know when you walk past a person in the pub and you're like, what are they talking about? I'm like, right, a vajazzle.
You just walk by. Imagine just hearing that when you walk by somebody as well. Like, vajazzle. What the fuck are they
What the hell are they doing?
Jesus Christ. I want to get in that conversation.
I've got a weird one.
Okay, go on.
Is it wrong to feel like you're going to need a wee during sex?
Oh, you typed that? You needed to ask that?
I actually Googled that. I'm not asking you that. I Googled that.
And what was the answer?
No. So I was okay with that. I was fine.
But imagine that though, like, you're brave enough to have these cameras on you, and you're having sex, and halfway through you go, "Is it normal that I want to pee, Darcy?" And
It wasn't for me, can I add?
And
It
Darcy's
wasn't
like,
for me.
I don't know, fucking search it up. You should be concentrating on something else right now.
I was just interested. I've never wanted to, but I just wondered if it was like the same feeling.
Of course you did, yeah.
It's the
yeah,
truth.
yeah, of course
If I had
it
a
is.
camera on, you would know.
Oh, really?
You got any more?
I have one. Here's a good one. Best time to post on a Saturday.
Oh, is it like 6:30?
So I don't know. Obviously, I was looking up at the time. I think I was posting something. This was like I don't search up too often on the old Google, but when I do, obviously I must have wanted it to be. I wanted everyone to see it clearly.
Yeah.
I wanted it on the algorithm.
You wanted
but that's what I
media
mean.
attention.
Obviously, clearly, that's what I mean. If someone was watching me do that, I'd be like, oh, fucking Lee's trying to be an attention-seeking little bitch.
Such
You know what I
a
mean?
little TikTok
That's what
guru. Such an Instagram wannabe.
I know. And that's what I mean.
It's not a bad Google though. I think mine's a bit more catastrophic.
Yeah.
Probably more entertaining this side though.
Well,
For the first time ever, watching me Google something
I know.
is more entertaining.
Because what I do is I go on private, Jack.
Oh god.
All of my questions like that go on the old private. But that's what I mean. I wouldn't want any of the cameras fucking seeing that. You know what I mean? I did actually look at. Actually, this is a good one. The lyrics to Jack Black's Peaches.
Oh my.
Peaches. I did look up that because I was like, this is a banging song. I've got to learn this.
It's dreadful.
Mario.
And on that note, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
We'll be back for the last episode
I know, I'm so
of Not
sad.
So Real
And
next week.
And tell us if you're being watched by cameras. Let us know.
I mean, if you've got my problem with my mum, you let me know.
Oh,
I've got the
sorry.
foolproof ban.
I'm glad that you said with your mum about the cooking. I thought you meant the other situation with the peeing, and I was like, that's completely out.
Oh,
That's out of order, Jack. Jesus Christ. Oh no.
no one has that problem. Like, no one. Right, see you next week.
Roll the credits.